The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Good job, D.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Wormley. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Get him, boy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Ingram. A nice little juke. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
48. Get in the weight room. Get. Alert flare. He's coming.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
Watch the safety creep.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
48 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Cooper. Was the target there.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check it back.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They toss to Ingram. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back in.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second down and goal. Prescott.
Well, the spotlight hit him once.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Patrick Owasor, his second sack of the night.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Fourth down, Prescott. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Fights through, and now a crease. There goes Mark Ingram. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. Give him 53 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. This is Ingram. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house as his guys are back within a single score. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense.